And Mark Strassman is there in Chattanooga. Mark, have police or other sources told you anything more about the moments leading up to the crash?
Vlad, essentially, I think they believe at this point he was just going too fast and driving in a criminally reckless manner, which is why you have these charges, 5 charges of vehicular homicide, along with a couple of other reckless charges. But the five charges of vehicular homicide, 1 for each death, of course, suggests, and these charges also, Vlad, I should say, came very quickly. I think they just believed that he was going too fast, driving in a criminally reckless manner, and that's why he's behind bars already. I mean, the investigation is not even 24 hours old, and you already have a driver in jail. So I think that sort of explains it.
So that's why I'm guessing, Mark, that he's not getting charged with something like involuntary or voluntary manslaughter.
Well, you know, but it's of course it's possible grand jury could add some charges down the road. I mean, this is the initial set of charges. Those charges could change over time. There's certainly enough to put him behind bars and to get this case in motion, a case that the police and prosecutors believe is a strong one.
And Mark, what else can you tell us about the investigation into that video on the school bus?
Well, it's interesting. Let me tell you, first of all, we've still got 12 kids inside this Thompson Children's Hospital here in Chattanooga. 6 of those kids in critical condition. The good news is 19 other kids were treated and released yesterday. The investigation here includes not only local authorities, but the National Transportation Safety Board. There was a camera on board the bus, which will, with any luck, help investigators piece together the final couple of minutes and figure out what exactly did happen here and how what should have been an ordinary bus ride home turned into something that just has devastated the city.
And Mark, yeah, to that end, you've been speaking to the families of the victims. What are they telling you?
Well, I talked to this one mother today, Vlad, Jasmine Mateen. She had 3 daughters on the bus. 2 of them lived. 1 of them was killed. She is the one who told me she has sent complaining letters and phone calls since August about this bus driver in particular, about the way he drove the bus, that it scared her daughters, the way he spoke to the children. She says that he swore at the children, and her daughters are the ones that told her, and she told me that he said moments before the crash, who here is ready to die. We're reaching out to the local school officials here to try to get some confirmation of whether there were a history of complaints against this driver. So far, haven't heard back. But if true, of course, all of that suggests that this could have been a crash that was that was weeks in the making. That is that people were expecting trouble. At least this one mother certainly was, and when it came, boy, the trouble was sure devastating to that family. I mean, 2 kids in this hospital. They still have a funeral now to plan for, and as much as any other family in this city, the Mateens have been knocked flat.
It is so tragic, so horrifically tragic, Mark, because you put your kid on a school bus and you send them to school, and you don't want to ever think that something like this could happen to them. Now community is devastated. Mark Strassman reporting on the ground for us. Thank you, Mark.